I'm heading out on this stretch of river again. I found that Hopewell and stuff, that Ashtabula Point and all that pottery out here. I'm gonna try to find more of that pottery today, and hopefully I get a point. This is a lot different than dump digging. I'm hoping for one nice piece to film staying out here all day and sifting all day. It's hard to find ancient artifacts. You got to put in the work, you got to put in the time, you have to stay all day. You know, I might find 4 or 5, or I might find none. I might struggle to find one thing. It just depends. I'll get back if I find anything. Got to a place, I found a point in here 6 months ago, but not right in this exact area. It's been logged in, but I moved some logs today. So I'm doing a test screen here. When I get my thing filled here, we'll sift it down. I'll get back. It'll take me a few minutes. I almost forgot to turn this on. There's fired rock. I know there's artifacts here. Take some of these big rocks out and see if there's flakes. I usually have to do this all day. It's hard to get stuff live. I just have to keep this on all day. Yeah, I see a flake right there of gray. I do a few live streams like this a day, 3 or 4. And if I don't get nothing, I usually, well, look at that. There's Flint Ridge. It's white and red. I'll do some screens in here and see if I can't come up with something. I don't see any artifacts. Well, you know, an archaeologist doing test screens on a site would count all of these as artifacts. The flakes, they are. There's another little finishing flake right there. Say just a few shovelfuls of dirt. That looks like a piece of pottery. It is. Say 3 flakes and a piece of pottery already here. They are artifacts. These flakes are flakes from the manufacturer of ancient artifacts like arrowheads, knives, scrapers. So we got potential here. I will get back if I find anything. Might take hours, might take 5 minutes, might be the next screen, who knows. So the way it goes with this. Might not find nothing. Later. Take long to find something in here. I don't even know what the heck. Right here, there's little finishing flakes. Look at that. Little finishing flake, but look at this thing. What the heck is this? Looks like a pentagonal knife or something. It's made of red stuff. Look at it. You can see it's got that. I found pentagonals in here. That's not broke on the base. Look, it's like it's notched over there. That's an odd looking thing, huh? Some kind of knife. It's got that pentagonal shape to it right in here. You can see it. Probably used just like that. Might have been hafted there and used as, like, you know, that looks just like an X-Acto knife. Look, the blade and then a box cutter. It's kind of cool. Later. I've done it. I'm on the board. I'm moving logs. There's stuff here. This is a new spot. I'm heading down to where the pottery's at. But look, this is just a 3-4 shovelfuls of dirt under a log here. You see the log jams, but I'm moving some of it out. Look at some of that's stained up. Look at that. Look at that translucent stuff. All right, get a little black bird point. You see it? It looks pretty nice. All right, it's 2 pieces here, just real quick. It's right here, and look, there's another flake of real high quality. Look at that stuff, Flint Ridge flint. It's a finishing flake. Right here. That's pretty nice. Beautiful little true bow and arrow point. Real nice. All right, this is late archaic. It's real. I mean, just polished base, and the notches are polished on them too. I'll get back at you. That's pretty nice. Later. Yeah, here's a look at this little point. You can see it's still lightening up. I don't know what color that's going to end up being. But you can see kind of the reddish pink coming through. It'll lighten up over the next week, but that's a true little bow and arrow projectile. You can see how small it is. That's just a little bit bigger than a penny. Maybe like that much sticking over. But that's a nice little point. See the color on it coming out. It's all stained up because it was in that river mud. That little barb sharpened off on that. That's nice. You can see that kind of thinning to the base, that flake taken off. That's to facilitate hafting to go. You can see how that would have been right on the arrow, shot from a little bow. Later. Parked up there farther where I'm digging. I got this, that little point, and all these flakes there in like a half hour. Look at some of this Flint Ridge. I'm getting my boat and going back down there and doing some more. I'm gonna go down farther where I found that pottery too. It's one of them water beetle things. Look at it. Watch, I'll put him out here and we'll watch him swim away. I got him in my screen. Look at all the little minnows. I don't know if you can see them, but watch. Look, here he goes down to the bottom. Look at him. These things are cool. Look at him. He's just swimming along. Here he comes up to the top. Look at him. There he goes. If anybody knows what them are called, like the scientific name or whatever, it might be some kind of thing that turns into something else. Metamorphosis, I don't know anything about that, but I'm right in here finding flakes, and you see this, you could never surface hunt this, but I'm filling my screen. I'll get back when I get it filled and find something. Just got this filled up from right out of there where I found that point and that knife thing. We'll sift it down here and see. I've been getting flakes in every screen. Last screen I got some finishing flakes of Cousteau. See the fired rock, there's fly ash and stuff too. This stuff's like fly ash. All this stuff. It's been dumped and it's washed in here. There's a flake right there, just without even getting this washed down. Yep, Flint Ridge right there. There's another flake too, just showed up right there on that wash. Look at that stuff. Both of them's real translucent. See, those are finishing flakes from the manufacturer of ancient artifacts, and if you ain't seeing that in your screen, like, you know, you might go a screen or two without a flake, but you should be seeing them consistently if you're gonna find arrowheads. That's why I'm finding stuff. I'm following the flakes. I don't see anything else. That's a good sign. There could be a Flint Ridge Hopewell or a bird point or a pentagonal just in one of the next screens. I just got to stay here and do the work and sift some gravel. See, another piece of real beautiful white Flint Ridge. 4 flakes just in, probably 5 shovelfuls of dirt on this. Just scraping the bottom and sifting the gravels and the fly ash here. That's promising. That's what you want to be seeing right there. Flakage. If you're not seeing it, you ain't gonna find much. And I'm looking for artifacts. You know, whatever else I find, I'm looking for ancient artifacts, not colonial coins, none of that. This stuff just does not compare. This stuff's just way better to me than any of that. All metal and detect and stuff on here some, but this is what floats my boat. I'd stand out here all day for one arrowhead. That's why I find stuff. Here's the next screen. There's a broken piece right there out of something. It's crude. This tan thing, piece of rubbed hematite and these flakes. One screen, 4 shovelfuls of dirt. It's a concentrated area. It's hard to tell what's going to show up. On this stretch of the river, I found real nice pentagonals. I found a big sandy broad base. It's real awesome with a concave base up there about 50 yards. I found lots of bird points, some woodland stuff. It's just all kinds of different cultures eroding from the bank here. There was multiple settlements over, there's another, over time, another flake. That's 1 shovelful right there, or 4 shovelfuls. Later. I just set Filled this, pulled it out here, started floating the stuff off, and was pulling out rocks to throw out, get out of there so they won't bounce around and bust the points. And you can see that's been laying down in the muck, and that part's been exposed. That's the piece that was down in the mud. It's roughed up on this side, and right there's the pitted stone. Another one. I find a few every trip. It's starting to get ridiculous on this stretch of the river. You wouldn't believe how many I have behind my house. I have all the nice ones inside, but there's so many. I have like several truckloads rounded over back in the woods, like under tarps and stuff. It's crazy. Like a point or something. It might be broke, but it's a tip at least. Let's see here. Get it like this. Haven't even got this screen down, and right there's another flake of Cal Sydney. What's that? There's a flake right there too. But the tip's right here. It is broke. It's a tip off a black point. That looks like it would have been nice, snapped off. That's too bad. Man, there's a bunch of stuff in here, ain't there? And I ain't even to where I was going yet. Look at that. This would have been a nice nutting stain. There's a hole there, a hole there, and a hole there, and this piece is popped up off the top of that piece of sandstone. That would have been a big one. That's a shame. Later, I started screening this down. There's glass in here. That's an old flask of some kind, but right there's a little, like, tool. Just an average thing. Later, I just got a weak maker. I mean, a Flint Ridge bird point. You can probably see it from up here glowing. There's just flakes in these screens. I got a beauty. Oh, man. Set it here and we'll go down on it and you can see it. Man, this is a nice one. That's 2 bird points. Yeah, these things are extremely hard to find. And I'm in West Virginia right now, so Flint Ridge State Park's in Ohio. You know, I'd say, you know, I looked on a map last time and it's like 2 hours by car. But you see this from up here? It should be in about the center of the screen now. Going down on it. Man, folks, look at this. It's all there. All right. Look at that little true bow and arrow point. It's all there. And look at the translucency. Don't want to drop this. All right. All right. That makes my week. Finding a little point like this, they're so hard to find. That is nice. White and red with red on it. Just a beautiful find. Man, shot with a little bow. They're late archaic Riverton series. You can see that's just so small. It'll fit on my thumbnail. No doubt that it's a bow and arrow projectile. 2 of them in here. And that thing. And it's hard to tell what else I'm going to find. Hell, I could find a big pentagonal in here or something. Man, that's nice. That just made my week. Later. Yeah, this little point's beautiful. Another little true bow and arrow point. Would have been shot from a little bow. Translucent pink Flint Ridge with red. Pink, red, and kind of white. Kind of side notch there. It's been sharpened a little bit. It's been, you know, used. That's nice. Made my week. That'll look great in that frame of points. I have a frame of these, and up at the end to the left I just found a real nice one with a pink tip on a mile from the place I found this one, and I show a bunch of other ones so you can see it there if you want to see more of these. I have a frame of about, I don't know how many's in it, dozens and dozens. It's like a Riverton culture, late archaic cultural period true bow and arrow projectile. Nice. Later. Yeah, this is why I usually wear hip waders. The toxins in the river and leeches. Right there's a leech. Look at it. That's a leechster. He's going out. I ain't getting a hold of that. Them things are gross. Lid point. It's busted. You can see the notching right there. The hole, it's broke right through there. I just saw that right when I dipped this. Another broken. Man, there's a lot of stuff in here. It's back breaking now. Moving these logs out, and then you gotta you know, that water's only 6 inches deep, but the layer's like 8-9 inches thick, and you're just scraping it right on the base clay, and it's the suction. It's just in a pretty good pocket. Look at this flake, and there's a point, and that's the same screen as that broken point. Right here's a point. I'll grab it, and I'll take this off. Just let me look at the rest of this, make sure there's nothing else in it. The point's not great, but it ain't bad. And this big flake is nuts. You gotta see this real good. See, there's a river curvature. There's another flake right there. Another flake from the manufacturer of an artifact. I don't see anything else. Just hold on. I'm looking real good. I look through these screens meticulously. You don't want to throw out a tiny bird point, that's for sure. Something that's amazing like that last one. I didn't see that for several minutes. I'm going to go down and dig on a different place. Then I will see that point ain't bad. Look at the nice chipping on that. Base is probably snapped on that one. And look at this stuff. Hold on, let me get that in my pocket. Look at this flake. Look at this stuff. It's Flint Ridge. That's beautiful material, just insane. I'll probably start a new video if I can make 2 or 3 in a day. I do. I'm gonna stay out here a good while. We'll get him and check on Squirrel Man, my pet squirrel. He had metabolic bone disorder, and he's doing so much better. He's almost back to full strength. He was climbing up the side of his big cage today, up it and down it. He's doing good. He's still got some recovery time. I'd say another month he'll be 100%. So we'll go check on him, and I appreciate you watching. Later. I'm gonna show you this point. It's really lightening up. See, it looked black when I found it. See the white coming out on it, and then it's going into like, it's nice material. I don't know if this is Upper Mercer or not. I'll have to give it a couple days, but you can see an old break. The base is gone. But look at that nice chipping. You could see it better when it was wet. Wonder what that was. Might be a table rock. It might have had kind of a bottleneck type. I'd say that's what it is from looking at it, but can't tell for sure. Later. Kind of do a recap here for the first. I've been here, I looked at my clock, 2 hours and 15 minutes and found all of this stuff. Nutting stone, pitted stone, cup stone, whatever you want to call it. This knife, 2 arrowheads, and you can see, look how much this arrowhead's lightened up. This is going to be Flint Ridge as well. It was just stained black from being in that muck. I talk about how points lighten up. That's Flint Ridge. You can see the pink starting to come through. That's going to be a nice little point from my bird point frame. This beautiful bird point. Oh, that's nice. That's beautiful. This point would have been nice. That's some kind of archaic point. Might be a table rock. I'd have had to see the base, but you can see it's lightening up too. It's getting spots on it now. I'd say that's Cousteau, Upper Mercer. That's got nice archaic chipping on it. Look at that. That's nice medial ridge to it. That would have been a beauty. It's a shame that base has popped off. But I'll be coming back here. I'm going to go down farther now, start another video, dig some of that flint tempered pottery. This is the kind of flint that was in it. Chalcedony. Crushed up. I'm going to go get some more of that, see if I can't put that pot together that I'm working on down there. It's all busted up in the water. See, there's like a tool, and there's more broken points in there at base, and that's pretty good for 2 hours. Jeez. Later, folks. You know, I'm back from the river. I had a pretty good day in this one. Another glowing bird point and lots of other stuff. Got a couple videos made, but we had to come home and check on this good boy. Look here. Look at this nice boy. He's going in and do some water rehab here. And run around in the bathroom. You gonna do some squirrel noises? Are those squirrel noises? Who's making squirrel noises? You making squirrel noises? Tell him you're just like a little dog. I'll maybe put a clip next of him in the bathtub. He's going to go in. Tell him you're going in your Olympic-sized indoor swimming pool. and you just had some fresh pine nuts and walnuts. And you're gonna go have a swim, aren't you, buddy? Alright, folks, I hope you enjoyed. And there'll be one more clip of Squirrel Man in the tub. He's still got to do his rehab. Look here. You getting a rub down. What a good boy. Thanks for watching. Look here. Getting ready to go in his Olympic-sized swimming pool. Look here. You're alright. You can touch almost. I didn't put as much in. Well, we're doing the rehab. Here he is. So you got bubble bath, but I have to let the bubbles go down, huh? So they didn't go in your eyes. He's getting all... This is the second trip in today. Look at him. He likes it. Lukewarm water. Getting some exercise and getting cleaned up. Tell him you're going to go have some fresh fruit. Tell him you got fresh nuts from Walmart. You're going to go have some. Jesus, never gets old. Just come home and laugh. Come on, show him. Show him. Squirrel buddy. What's going on, squirrel buddy? Tell him you're doing rehab to strengthen your back legs for you new people. We had metabolic bone disorder. It's a lack of calcium, but he's getting it now. It's Chubbs. Tell him you're putting on weight, too. Look at that. You're beefing up. Alright, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. I told you I'd show you the Squirrel Master. Look here. You shaking off like a dog? Wait it, folks. Get up there to the shallow end. You're making it.